Today, we're going to recap the weekend, talk some winners for tonight, and let's please cash the squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. A kid in full hockey fit pulls up and sits right in front of you, and you can't see a thing. This might be more of a me guy move than just bringing your glove to a game. At least your glove is not right in the people behind you's face. I'm not trying to grow my bones anymore. My bones are grown, bro. I don't need to drink milk. I'm not a baby. You know who drinks milk? Babies and children. I don't put milk in my coffee. I drink black coffee like a grown-up. He ain't throwing a pick. If I could speak another language, I'd say it in that one too. It's time to dust off old Krabs again, take the less than half a pick, and f***ing cash would be tonight. Tail it, fade it, I don't give a I'm making money on it. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Monday, episode 808 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by SeatGeek. If you're looking to buy any NFL tickets, probably not Commanders tickets at this point, but hey, maybe you're looking to buy an actual good team's tickets. Maybe you're looking to go to a college basketball game coming up. Shit, maybe you're going to a concert. I don't really give a hoots. Use SeatGeek, plug in code Bookit10, and get a discount on any purchase coming up on the SeatGeek app. If you're not at least downloading SeatGeek and using that in your repertoire to get tickets to, concerts, shows, musicals, if you're into that type of shit, or games, right? Start doing it. Start using it and put it in your repertoire of ticket purchasing apps. It's the best one out there by far. Go check it out. W Chat, W SeatGeek, W Jovan, W Goots. What's up, boys?
What's good, Krabs? Back from
good to be back on the saddle.
One annual Trentcation.
Yep. Feel great. Mentally, I feel great after a nice weekend of relaxation, a weekend of golf. Physically, I'm pretty beaten up. Not going to lie. I told Goots and Jovan, I think I drank 100 Michelobs this week. I don't think that's an overreaction. I'll be honest with you. We got Kyle B getting involved with the streak. 2 words. Oi. We got Ron getting involved. Props and chops. Goots, what do you got from me, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Krabs. Glad you're back. Happy to be back in the saddle. It's always a little weird when you're not around, Krabs.
I know.
And it feels like
I'm going to be in your real 24/7 Gootsy. Down there, boots on ground permanently.
Feels like I haven't seen you in months when you're gone, but it's only been 3 days.
While.
Yeah.
Us three, we don't really go too long without talking. It's definitely weird.
Yes.
So I hope you guys enjoyed it because I'm ready to come back and be extra annoying and extra crabby for this week. Excited for BTL this whole week.
Love it.
PLL cards are officially in the mail today. Ron, let's go, dude. Mick Ultra is the go-to. I mean, if I see a Mick Ultra on tap, if I see a draft Mick Ultra, I'm getting involved. And that was happening plenty. I got a funny story for you guys, I guess, before we dive in and recap. So got down there on Wednesday, did the show from the hotel on Wednesday. Didn't want to deal with any of the stupid flight stuff going on. And I think that's the night I probably consumed the most beers. I think I probably had about 15 tall boy Mick Ultras from the tap at the hotel bar with the boys. Went in too hot, went in too strong. Woke up the next morning, had to get up really early, like 7 a.m. to go get this Turo, which is like a big van you rent so that all boys could go to the golf course, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I signed up to Uber there. It's like right back by the airport. It was like a 30-minute Uber. I was like, yeah, I'll go get it in the morning. Don't worry about it. And I'll bring it back, scoop the squad, then we'll go play some golf. Well, I didn't factor in how hungover I was going to be that next Thursday morning. So I hop in this Uber. The Uber is going 80 miles an hour down the highway. I'm shaking in the freaking car in the minivan on the way to go get the van. Next thing you know, Jovan, I'm not feeling too good. No. I'm not feeling too good in this Uber, and I got to make a decision here. Okay, I'm on a 5-lane highway down there in Orlando. It's not like we're on the back roads. Can't just tell the guy to pull over. So am I going to try to hold it? Am I going to explode in the car? Am I going to ask this guy to pull over? We're about, 5 or 6 minutes out. And I'm feeling so bad. You know you're down bad when you're checking the Uber app and you're seeing how long it is until you get to your location. That's when you know you're down bad. And I'm like, all right, I can make it. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm right there. Well, I think my head was stronger than my belly because I immediately started, dry heaving a little bit in the backseat of this Uber by myself. So I take my hat off and I throw up into my hat
No.
in the Uber like this. I yak into the hat. So then I'm sitting there in the back holding this hat like this, like I'm about to give communion out at church for 5 minutes. The guy didn't say shit. I know he heard it. I know he saw it. It was just like a communal grouping of, not mentioning what just happened. Didn't get charged. Just sat there with a cup of yak. In my Nats hat, the one with the W and the stars and stripes in the background, one of my favorite hats in the rotation.
You have like 7
One of my
those.
favorite hats in the rotation, man.
Yeah, it's a good thing you got 20 of them.
Yeah, good thing.
So I get out of the Uber, throw the hat away. You can't really fix that. Once you yak in a hat, it's toast. You got to move on. And yeah, it was an absolute struggle on Thursday, but got there. Then I had to drive this fucking van 30 minutes back to the course. And I had to pull over a couple times on the way and yak as well. If you guys don't know this about me, I get unbelievably hungover, like concerningly hungover. And I think I had one too many Mick Ultras on Wednesday. I'll be honest. I was excited to see the buddies. I think I had one too many, and I paid the price. I paid the price. So keep that back pocket, Chad. If you're ever in an Uber, you don't know what to do. Hope you're rocking a hat. It might save you one day. It might save you one day. Yep.
Krabs, man. That's really bad.
Yep. Maybe the worst hangover I've ever had, and I've had plenty of bad ones. Plenty of bad ones. I am probably still hungover way too slime. Yeah. Mentally, I feel great. I feel rejuvenated. I feel relaxed, happy, good to go, ready to roll. Physically, I feel like I just went to war. I do. The throw up in the hat, see green, some might call that a contrarian play. I call that a sunk cost. It is what it is. You move on. Oh,
a sunk cost is crazy.
Gross. Probably could have kept that one to myself, but wanted to fill you guys in.
That's
a great weekend.
Man.
That's how you set the tone for a weekend, Jovan. Yep. That's how you set the tone. Goots had a pretty good weekend on the golf course as well. Went 3-1 in my 4 matchups.
Wow.
Took care of business, and my team won.
How about it, Krabs?
My team won. So pretty happy about that. Played pretty well.
You won the trip.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Played pretty well. We won the trip, and I did my job. 3-1.
Congrats, Krabs. 3-1. That's great.
Thank you. We'll have to play when I get down there. I'm bringing the clubs.
Oh, for sure.
The cool part about Dallas is that it's probably pretty warm down there until like fucking January.
I mean, yeah, you can pretty much play year round somewhat. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's a W. Krabs, did you get to Stadium Club? Yes, dude. Big Bat, was that you who recommended that? That place was fire. I'm like, yo, I got a rec from Twitter. Let's go to this place, Stadium Club in Orlando. Didn't know that it was in a resort. It was in a hotel. So we pull up just at the entrance to a hotel, and everyone's like, what the fuck? We walk in, this sick ass sports bar. It was pretty much like a sports book without the betting part, because they don't like betting down there in Florida, unless you're using one specific book. It was honestly fire in there. That was a great rack. W Big Bat. I appreciate it. While I was gone, you guys did great. You carried the squads. Let's go ahead and recap and see how we did overall. Let's look at the squad rides.
I want to let these subbies get swept before they get absolutely hidden up here. But
good.
Sade Whiteman, 5 gifted. Loudest horn of the year.
There we go.
Step back hard. Shout out to Goats.
Yeah.
25-monthers. Thanks for the winners this weekend, boys. Appreciate it. Have one today. Yep. Step back hard and you're good.
Step back hard in the GOAT. Sade Whiteman, you already know you're good, bro. We appreciate you. We do need an update on the La Margaritas from Goots. Guys, Goots' first weekend in Dallas. He goes solo to find a Ravens bar. That's the most Goots thing I've ever heard.
I mean,
ever.
Does anyone want it more than me?
Ever.
You think Rav's doing that? Find a Steelers bar? No, he doesn't care enough. Come on.
Nope.
Come on. Yeah, it was great. Margaritas are flowing. They taste like margaritas. They're just purple. That's all it is. But yeah, they're very good. They're very good.
That can't be good for the tummy.
I mean, I feel perfectly fine this morning. Victory Monday.
Feel like $100?
$100.
Okay.
$100.
Okay. Krabs, you get eyes on your GOAT coming that game yesterday?
I did. He played atrociously. And then he sulked on the bench like a little baby me guy.
I will give him some credit. He did have a very good press conference. He did say he feels bad because like when Dylan's on the field, they're just cheering for Sador. And then,
Oh, does he?
yes.
Oh,
Okay.
he feels bad.
I'm trying to give him a little bit of flowers, but I'm glad he came in
Uh,
that game because
Dude,
No,
that's
yeah,
probably the
that's
best thing he
amazing.
said in a media
in
interview
a long
so
time.
far, so.
Yes.
Maybe he's locking in.
Maybe.
Maybe he's locking in. Shador season-long bettors clinging on to hope. Yeah, it's not looking good, Seagreen.
They
It's
did
not looking
say
good
Stefanski did say that Dylan Gabriel is still going to be a starter when he comes back, though.
for now.
But that
For
just
now.
means he's probably going to be out next week because he's concussed.
Okay.
So one game.
Yeah, probably. Okay. All right, let's keep recapping. WZ picks as well. He says, let's have a week, fellas. Yes, sir. Why not us? WZ picks. Hype train, level 3 on the tracks. Love to see it. All right, let's start recapping here again. Let's go ahead and recap the there's the squad rides. Yep. Not our best work. Love the Oklahoma play. I was all over the Chiefs as well, Jovan, yesterday. And Chiefs might be washed. I'll say it.
Yeah, they're bad.
This is not your mom and pop's Chiefs. For the last decade or so, they've pretty much found a way to figure it out with Mahomes, with Andy Reid's, with their defensive coordinator who never gets enough respect or love. This is just not the same Chiefs team we've seen over the last decade. Something's up. Maybe they're a little complacent. Maybe the guys are a little old. I don't know, but they're getting outworked, outgunned, and outmanned. Maybe it's because they play with the target on their back every single game. Everybody wants to beat the Chiefs. You always get their best. I don't know what it is, but that ain't the Chiefs team from a couple years ago. It's not.
No,
It's
they
not.
stink. That offense is god awful too.
You can't let Bo Nix walk all over you and, get that win outright. That's embarrassing. Oklahoma, great call there, Jovan. My goodness.
Yeah,
Great call. Spurs, that might have been, was that on Goots?
No,
Goots and Rowdy's favorite team,
No.
the Spurs?
No.
Or was that on Jovan?
No, that was me, unfortunately.
They should have won. They'd completely blew it.
De'Aaron
No way,
Fox.
dudes.
De'Aaron Fox should be boiled. I'll
Okay.
say it. He's really
He
bad.
might just not be that good, which sucks because I thought he was.
No, we're not.
Okay.
No De'Aaron Fox slander on the show.
Nah, he's
Goots
just
becoming an
he
NBA
was
guy
actually
right in front of
good.
our eyes.
I know. I just love De'Aaron Fox. That's why I like the Spurs. De'Aaron
He was
Fox
good for a majority of that game, but at the end of the game, it was just like Wemby started dominating. Then it turned into, with the game on the line, 15 De'Aaron Fox contested middies.
Yeah, and there's no reason he should have been taking the last shot.
No. Or the last 5.
And it was clearly the play call because they gave him the ball ISO mid range.
Yeah.
Missed.
What are we doing?
I'm hearing there's 4 people left in the GOAT survivor pool. Is that true? Hope that puppy's working. I have not gotten any DMs. Not got any DMs or complaints about the new site. So hopefully it's working well. And yeah, I haven't heard anything otherwise. 4 people left. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. All right. Excited to see who pulls that puppy out. Yeah. We got Pega getting involved with the resub. Pega, good to see you, Beast. Good to see you, Beast. Yeah, Keys. It should be updating in real time. I wish there was a W reboot for the Survivor, Kyle B. But yeah, you got screwed by Josh Jacobs. It is what it is. I'm excited to see who wins. And probably a couple more people. Almost everyone survived in the regular pool, Richie's saying. Yeah, kind of a chalky week overall. Yeah, okay. Pega, hope you had a great weekend, Beast. Let's keep moving and grooving and recapping because we do have a decent slate today. I wouldn't say it's the best slate of all time. I wouldn't say you call up Mom and Pa about it, but decent slate today.
How'd you feel about those slates the last couple of days, Krabs?
I mean, pretty solid to me.
Really?
Pretty solid to me.
Shocked.
Yeah.
We were thinking that you'd hate that slate because it was pretty fun yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I was tapped in. Saturday, not so much. Full transparency.
Fair.
Again, the Michelobs.
Yeah.
They were up and moving.
Did a number.
But yesterday, I was pretty dialed into the slate. It was a solid NFL slate. I mean, terrible start with the Commanders. It's just sad to see. And yeah, good point there from C. Green. Love that Sunday Night Football game last night. Low scoring, pitcher's duel. Pretty fair. That's pretty fair comp. I'd say the Eagles are just the new Chiefs. It's not pretty, but they win.
Pretty
Sucks.
much. Did you happen to get?
Sucks.
While speaking about not being tapped in on Saturday, did you happen to get eyes on what the Goots POD was on Saturday?
No, I did not.
Goots, did you care to fill them in?
Goots.
Krabs. Goots VOD was the Seminoles.
Goots.
And they covered. So thanks,
That
Krabs.
was free as mom.
Free as mom.
I got one buddy who was on this golf trip. He fades the Hokies every single week. Every single week. I think they're 2-7 against the spread, or 2-8 against the spread this season. And he's just a pissed off alumni who's just tired of it. And instead of him, sulking and rooting and getting his heart broken, he says, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to make money off of this. Goots, he was right there with you. He fades the Hokies every single game. And he's rich because they are 2-8 against the spread.
Yeah.
2-8.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a new system, that could be one to add to your repertoire, guys.
Yeah.
Just fade the Hokies.
That spread just was calling to me. It was very, very large.
Yeah, that was, sure, it was weird in the first half, but that got ugly in the second half.
Yeah.
That got ugly. How about Moose2727 saying, hold my beer, boys. I'm getting involved. I'm resubbing. Let's get some wins today. Officially declaring today a must need. W Goots, W Horn, W Moose. W Moose. Krabs, get ready for that James Franklin announcement, buddy. Yeah, this image went viral at the Hokies basketball game yesterday of all these graphics they're making with James Franklin on it. So let's hope that means he's getting announced today, but I feel like it would have already gotten announced today if it was going to happen. Maybe they're just getting the graphics ready. I don't know, but there's some steam there. I mean, Blacksburg, VT, the only fucking school to be that dumb to leave their laptops up, leave their Slack up so that fans could go behind it on the press table and take pictures of it and expose it in real time. So hilarious.
We should explore the new Prize Picks update where we can take James Franklin as the next coach of the Hokies.
I was looking for it. I couldn't find it up there. Is it still up there right now?
Yeah, it's up here.
It's up there right now?
Yeah.
They're rolling it out, Krabs. You'll get it.
Yeah, I had it on the plane yesterday for a second, and now I don't have it. Interesting.
Oh, geez.
Okay. You're telling me you can see the VT coach, next head coach, and bet on that right now on Prize Picks.
There's full odds for a full list. Obviously, he's the fat favorite.
He's the favorite. Let's go.
Even money to push yes, pretty much.
Let's go. Is it just state by state right now? They're only rolling it out in a couple, I'm assuming.
I don't know if it's state by state. I think it's just like a group of groups of people by groups of people. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Yep. Can we talk about Jovan fading his team and it being the freest bet of all time? Oh, boy. I did happen to catch that one.
Yeah. That was my, I guess we can talk about that when we get to the recaps. But yeah, that was bad. That was really bad.
Let's keep recapping. All right, let's look at the Sharp report from Friday.
Yep. That's really bad. ACU was heartbreaking.
Okay.
Heartbreaking. Shit squares. And then took the Frogs. Shout out the Frogs. 1-1 on the card Friday. Took them and then faded them within 20 minutes. And it worked.
Okay. That's the most Jovan thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Sure.
Shout out. Max play on the card the next game they play. Max play.
Mega Max. How about Chalky Milk getting involved? 3-stream streak. Chalky Milk. Way to get involved, my man. Beat Tavares as well. Time to add Raiders team total over to the squad ride today, fellas. We'll talk plenty about that Monday Night Football game. Been a long time since we've had an over on prime time. Feels like forever.
Been a while.
Could be tonight. We'll talk about it. All right, let's keep moving and grooving. We got a lot to recap here, folks. King of the board, Goots, who might need to get a trophy made.
Trophy.
I'll say it. I beat Jovan in his own game, folks, and it wasn't pretty. Can't tell you that much.
Let's go to the books this week, man.
You pick? Loser picks?
Let's go to the books. Whichever one or two squares, I'd be picking just shit options.
You want just good old-fashioned book plays? We'll track the units, or?
Yeah.
All right, like old time's sake, huh?
Gotta shake it up.
Love that. We need a discussion about Devontae. Do we see green?
We might need a discussion.
I mean, it's like I'm on camera. Dude had one catch for 1 yard, and what do you know? It's in the end zone.
It's just that one fucking play, dude, that they always run. It's unreal.
Well, you'd think the other teams would maybe watch some film and maybe stop it. I don't know. Maybe get that guy some double coverage in the end zone. I don't know.
Have you seen the videos on it of the one dude talking about it? It's the same play every time, and it's like it's an RPO, but it's like if you double them or like bracket them, they run the ball, and there's a wide open lane every time with like the motion blocker, and if they don't, it's quick slant, easy touchdown every time.
The Rams might win the Super Bowl.
They might.
They might win the Super Bowl. Sean McVay's reminded people how damn good of a coach he really is.
Stafford MVP tickets too.
Stafford MVP ticket looking pretty good. Is he the favorite right now? He might be.
Might be.
He might be.
Drake May.
Sorry, Josh Allen after 6 touchdowns yesterday. He might be the favorite again.
Yeah, he's good, right?
Yeah,
he was pretty
unbelievably
good.
And terrible interceptions.
He was really good though. I'll say.
He had 6 touchdowns. That is, you don't see that very often.
Two really bad interceptions. One was horrific, but
yeah, the one in their territory. Yeah,
he mucked.
I was ready to after that pick come on the show and say it was bad, but they ended up winning the game. So
okay,
one day we'll have that combo.
Yep. Nick Hennessy getting involved. No shot. The T-Wolves minus 900 LMAO. Everyone must be R. Okay, I don't know what that means, Nick Hennessy, but I appreciate the resub. Okay, appreciate the resub.
Yeah,
Lamar was good, right?
Was just.
Well, he won.
Just Goots.
We won the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just really crazy that the when you win a game, it's still like, oh, you suck. It's crazy.
You just said the same thing about Josh.
Because he sucks.
Nah.
And they're not put on the same pedestal, and it's crazy.
Nah.
He does not suck.
It's crazy.
He does not suck, dudes. Come on. We got Risings, 30 stream streak, yeehaw. We got Big Rob saying, hold on a second here, folks. 40 stream streak. That might be a record. 40 streams in a row from Big Rob.
Oh, love some 40s.
What a guy.
Shout out, Rob.
How about a 40 piece? Huh. The Mark Andrews touchdown was cool, Gates.
It was pretty sick. I will say.
He turned into Usain Bolt.
If chat wants me to be non-biased, Lamar did look pretty timid yesterday. I'm a little concerned about it, but I think he'll be okay. All right?
There we go.
I'll give you the real answer here, but he's still an elite quarterback. Okay?
Timid's probably the closest admission of he played like dog shit that you're going to get from Gates.
I mean, both his picks were tipped, so they're really not on him.
It's just bad.
And we won the football game. All I care about is W's.
Yeah. That's all you should care about. How about 5 in a row? 4 in a row?
Yeah. 4 in a row.
4 in a row? Okay, Goots. All right, let's keep moving and grooving. All right. Yeah, where did Mark Andrews get those jets? I mean, he turned into Usain Bolt on that play. And it was the biggest hole I've ever seen. I mean, he was wide open.
That play can go so wrong so quickly if he just trips over somebody. I'm very happy he didn't.
There was nobody even close to that guy.
No, not even anywhere close.
All right, let's keep recapping here, boys, so we can get to today's plays. How about the Hail Mary and the 5 guys? That Stafford and Darnold fade was pretty.
That was. It was a crab square.
Pretty.
I was kind of getting in depth for that one, but no doubt.
Yep, good work. Love the Mahomes pick square, and that's all me. That was a terrible square.
He stinks, man. He's just.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Jameis, he didn't do his thing really out there.
No.
I thought we were going to get, how Jacoby Brissett set the completions record in a game they lost. I thought that was going to be Jameis Winston in this return. I thought they were just going to let him huck it, but nope. Made too much sense, I guess.
Mucking some clock over there in Green Bay, man.
And I'll say it because nobody else will. CJ Carr overrated.
No, it won by $1 billion, dude.
Overrated.
It won by $1 billion. He played great.
Overrated. Can't even get 256 yards.
One day, Krabs, when you get my age, you'll understand it.
Okay. Okay. Sure we can. That game needs to be taken behind the barn. You move on. Excuse me.
Chalk it up.
You move on because that team is horseshit. And they're old and they're hurt and they stink. Let's move on. Let's tank. Let's get a really good wide receiver next year. Let's pair him with, healthy Terry. And
did you stream?
No fucking shots. Back. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Hit the refresh if it's not working, but if it's not working, you probably can't hear me. So, wasting my time. Okay.
All good though.
All right. Let's look at the college football recap, huh? Let's look at the college football recap here. I mean, I just didn't have it. I don't know why I bet on Duke. I don't know why I do it. That team, they're really bad. Badly coached, terrible discipline.
They're one of the worst dorks, man.
They just don't know how to. They don't know how to do job.
I don't understand it, man. Like the team is not bad.
No, they got plenty of guys. It's like the Hokies. Like they'll have NFL talent, but they just can't win games and they find ways to lose. It's sad. Sad.
Yeah, very sad.
Should have stuck with the Navy over. Took that out for the UNLV Utah State over, and that was kick.
I was shocked you didn't bet on Navy, dude. I didn't see Navy up here.
Yeah, that spread scared me. I was going to take the over. It was in the honorable mentions. And don't worry, we'll talk about that Navy game and the standings in the American. I don't know if you've checked those out recently, but
I'm aware, Krabs. I'm aware.
Hashtag beat Army. Jovan, what a weekend from you on college football, man. Holy smokes. Can we clap it up?
Pretty solid Saturday.
Can we clap it up? Great work.
Just,
Great work. Yeah, there we go, Gootsy. Yeah, can we get some W's going? Jovan came through this weekend. I hope you guys tailed. Holy smokes.
Just a tone setter the second Notre Dame started land knock. Just knew the day was going to go well.
Yep.
And then meat on table, good try, frogs and Provo. Great try.
Wow. That, I mean, it looked like they were losing on purpose.
Yeah, they're a dead team walking right now.
Sad. Really is sad. Yeah, this might be some of your best work, man. I mean, legendary meat sheets, unbelievable weekend preview. Great job.
That was huge.
Great job.
Huge.
Okay. Demon entry. Your demon entry went 5 for 6. No shot.
5 for 6, and I could have won $20K if fucking two of those squares on there too, or because of injuries. Sorsby got gator rolled, like to start the second half. Couldn't run anymore.
Is that the square that cost you?
That was the one square in there.
No, dude.
Unbelievable.
Sucks to be around guys sometimes, huh?
Yep.
T Crizzy, 3-stream streak. WT Crizzy. Appreciate you, Beast. If you put hard-earned coin on Arch Mannion and Athens, delete all your sports betting apps. Rob, let me ask you this. Why did that line move down from 6.5 to 4.5? That was weird.
It's the same thing every year. Every year that game is the exact same. Crazy line, Texas is sharp, insane live movement their way right before the game, and then they get fucking porked. It's unreal. Same thing with, I don't know if you're paying attention to the TCU game, but that line got down to like 2.5 before the game. Didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Fake sharp. Yep. Why does it matter if it didn't hit? It doesn't matter. Just ask it. All right. Canadian Goots, 5-stream streak. You're him. Let's move. Let's groove. Let's look at the NFL recap. This one, not as good. Audio is messed up, Will Baker saying. Do me a favor, hit the refresh. Hit the refresh, will you? Let me know if it works. I mean, Chiefs meat was dog shit for me. Mahomes pick was dog shit. Vikings, atrocious. Points in that game, atrocious.
They're just
man.
I really thought he was going to get one and look somewhat decent. He might be the worst quarterback in ball. He might
not be our best work. Wow, he took Lamar.
Yeah, horrible decision. He's terrible at everything.
I mean, you talk so much shit about that guy.
He doesn't run.
He's hurt.
If you take him, bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
No good is coming from you taking that guy.
No, not too much.
No. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. W/L recaps. If you guys have not already, check out the new website. Okay, there's an updated Surge stream rankings. I'm going to do an article later today on the website. Go check it out. You can check scores on there. You can check injury reports, stats, you name it. We got it up on the new Bookit app. If you don't mind, guys, can we drop the link to that puppy in the chat? Maybe if you do the commands. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Nice.
Good.
Website commands. It might work. Let's see. Oh, nope. Does not work. Goods, if you don't mind, can we drop the link to the new website whenever you get a second? Actually, I can do it. I have it right here.
There you
go. And you beat me to it because you're good. Okay.
Oi.
Okay. Oi. W's. Let's move. Let's groove. Why don't we get into some winners for today? All right. Let's get to the sharp report. Enough yapping, enough recapping. Let's get into the sharp report for today. And I got a couple dogs I like. I got an NFL play I like as well. We'll talk about it. Diversified portfolio, NBA, NFL, college basketball. And like I said, guys, hold me to this. Not allowed to take any goals allowed squares anymore. Done. Retired on the ice. So done with those squares. It's just simply as easy as taking whatever makes the most sense looking at those. And I hate those square Scots. So you won't see one of those from me for a very long time. What you will see from me is a bet on the 1-12 Pacers. I mean, Jovan, how is this not getting talked about more? To be honest with you, man, I don't know. The Pacers are the former runner-ups in the NBA last year. They were in the finals last year. Sure, they got some injuries. Okay, I get it. Right? Not the same exact squad. But 1-12? That's a joke. That's an absolute joke. That's hard to do. That's the same record as the Wizards, I believe. And they're an absolute joke. So they're sitting at 1-12. The Pistons are sitting at 11-2. Jovan, the Pistons are on fire. Do not let them get hot. It honestly might be too late. They are 9-1 in their last 10 games. They're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games. They're playing some of the best ball I've seen the Pistons play maybe in my lifetime. Right? This team is trending upwards. They have been for the last couple of years. And Jovan, correct me if I'm wrong, but Cade just got paid. Cade got paid.
Yeah,
Cade got paid.
Got a new crazy deal with Nike.
Crazy. Whew. Unbelievable. You think he had a beer or two last night, or you think he just locked in and didn't go out and probably just acted like everything's normal, right? What do you think? What do you think?
Might have done a little bit of celebrating.
Might have had a beer. Might have had a Mick Ultra. And hey, that's okay. He's earned it. My goodness. He's making a lot of money. But this is the perfect sell high spot for the Pistons. And yeah, like chat's saying, he might have had too many La Margaritas because he's already questionable on the injury report. And it's probably not for a real injury. It's probably because he celebrated last night a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Okay. Either way, Pistons on fire. Pacers can't buy one. This team is a joke. People are going to start getting fired. You're going to see people getting waived, people getting benched. We need to see Siakam step up here. We need to see Mathurin step up here. And we need to see more from some of these other guys, these role players, because this Pacers team is really struggling. They're 3-7 in their last 10 against the spread, 1-9 on the ML in their last 10. I think they turn a corner tonight, Jovan. I think they keep this game within 10 points. I thought the opener at 8.5 was absolutely absurd. And yeah, I want to get involved here. Back in the Pacers, getting 10 and the hook. Nasty buy low, sell high spots. Go ahead and give me the dog to get back on track.
I'm in on that. Nasty play. Classic Krabs.
Yeah, it's grass. It's grass. We got Morn getting involved, dropping a resub. 8 months. Let's go, Morn. You're him. Appreciate you, Beast. Go. All right, let's keep moving and grooving. Want to hear Javon's first sell job here. Staying in the NBA.
Staying in the NBA. Talk about the Sixers, which playing the Clippers. The Clippers, I mean, James Harden's been fucking incredible over the past, really all season, but nobody's really talking about it. He's been playing at damn near an MVP level, and the Sixers have been playing much, much better the last couple games because this is one of the only times they've covered multiple games in a row all throughout this season. They beat the Mavs, and the Mavs are dog shit. So what does that mean? I don't know, but the Clippers have been dog shit. So they beat the Mavs in double OT, crazy game on the road, and now they take another step on the road trip. And last night they played the Celtics and lost narrowly, but covered. And 2 games they actually look pretty good in. And for an old team, not only is this like a really weird road trip, because like they're going from Dallas to Boston, like over to Philly now. They're going to end up in Florida. I think the Magic is their next game. So I'm kind of looking to fade them off the road trip, especially after it started. with that double OT game for a very old lineup that's going to have injuries and rest sprinkled in. There's already a couple guys out for tonight's game. God knows if there's going to be even more, but they're not with this roster kind of a buy bad news, or I guess bet on them when they're in like shitty rest spots or there's a bunch of guys out type of team. I think after those two games, I want to fade the shit out of them. God knows again who's going to end up playing. I mean, Harden played 51 minutes in that double OT game against the Mavs 2 games ago, and is potentially playing a back-to-back here. Who knows? I think they're going to get shut down by the Sixers team, who also is dealing with like their fair share of injuries, sure, but I think this is a perfect fade spot for the Clippers during this road trip, and off of 2 like damn good performances for their standards. They're shooting with a good shooting Celtics team. They're also playing much better than they did last night. So I think they're going to get belted in this game.
Okay. Could be some BTA here, some belt to ass. I like the Sixers this year, man. I'll be honest, I do. I know they got out to a hot start. They've, showed that they're human of late. They've dropped, I think, 3 of their last 5, but I'm down to lay it with the squad. Should be some points in this game as well. And yeah, Clippers might be overworked a little bit after Harden's played all those minutes. All right, I'm in. I like that play from you. Favorite in the NBA. Swing it around for me, Gucci. Got to play on prime time tonight. Game of the night. It's been a while since we've had an over. I like the over, but I like the Cowboys a little bit more here, laying 3.5. What's the most simple square play in this game if you look at it from the surface level? It's got to be taking the 3 in the hook against this Cowboys defense. That seems like the easiest thing to do in this game. Who wants to lay the 3 in the hook with the Cowboys here, who've lost 3 of their last 4? Dak looks like shit the last 2 games. Who wants to lay that on the road against the Raiders, knowing how bad this Cowboys defense is? Well, to be honest with you, the Raiders defense, they might be just as bad. Okay. And that offense is pretty hard to watch as well at times. You got Geno Smith, who is playing hurt, playing through this injury right now, and we'll see how that goes. He's not going to be nearly as mobile, and he typically uses his legs to get out of a lot of sacks and throw on the run a little bit at times. So you can go and take that out of his game in this one. They're coming off a 7-10 stinker of an offensive performance. They've been held to less than 7 points in 2 of their last 3 games. So you're not going to see that tonight. Okay, you're not going to see them held to 7 points in this game against the Cowboys at home. But I do think the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Ferguson, who hasn't scored in 2 weeks, this Cowboys offense, I think they're going to show up and they're going to put up a big old number and stop the bleeding after 2 straight losses as well. Even I'm not crazy enough to fade that offense in the spots. I'm not crazy enough to take an under in this game. I think Pickens, CD, Ferg, and Dak coming off a couple stinkers is just too good to pass up here, in my opinion. And I'll lay the 3, I'll lay the hook, and I'll take this team on the road to stop the bleeding against the Raiders, who are dog shit. This team's terrible. They had to pull Pete Carroll out of the grave. It hasn't worked. They're sitting at 2-7 right now. People think Gene T's going to run all over this Cowboys team. I don't see it. If anything, I think there's more Javonte Williams love, and maybe he has a little bit of a better day as well. This Cowboys O-line, maybe their best asset. The Raiders D-line is bad, besides Max Crosby, who has not done much this season, I'll be honest. And I think they're extremely fadeable. This Raiders team, even if they're home, love the steam up from 1.5 to 3.5. I will lay it with the Cowboys. They've been so bad recently, but this total moving up to 49.5 tells me you see a pretty darn good game from Dak. That 1.5 passing touchdown goblin, pretty good sign that you're going to see Dak get involved in this offense, throwing at least 2, maybe 3. And I think CD goes absolutely nuclear tonight. I'm starting him in my DFS lineups. It's going to be the Cowboys winning this game by double digits, in my opinion.
Sure. I'm in on that. I'll be on them with you. Which you'll probably see more people on them just because of the narratives behind it rather than the football game. But Cowboys just had the same exact game last week. And frankly, so did the Raiders. Not spread-wise. Number wasn't the same as the Cowboys was, but you had a pretty gross primetime game where, except this time, like nobody really wanted to take them, and they ended up covering, and that was one of the worst football games of the year. So they came through. The Cowboys didn't last time out. I think it's just that easy tonight.
Am I hearing that Overshone is back tonight? Is that true?
Yeah, I heard that.
Huh. That's massive. That's actually massive. Gino, good luck breaking a tackle, getting loose, avoiding a sack on one leg tonight. Good luck.
Not only that, but like, I mean, the Raiders run defense is not good. So like, I don't know if you notice, if anybody's noticed, but look at what happens in the Cowboys games when Javonte Williams can actually get more than half a yard per carry against any like shit run defense. It's all gone pretty well.
Team Comeback says tonight's game is the total set at 49.5. Both our beats have rush attempt lines at 17.5. Something looks, smells, and feels like a rat. Okay, Team Comeback. Yeah, I was looking to maybe target Javonte Williams, but I think there's going to be plenty of offense in this game, hence why that total is moving up. Although I think it did pull back from 50 to 49.5, but that's okay. It's still a crazy high total in a primetime game that have not been hitting of late at all. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Jovan, you got another straight bet for the peeps. How about the good old Rams?
How about the Rams? Sneaky game today against Will Wade.
Yeah.
I love me some Will Wade. I think that team, by the end of the year, is going to be really good. And they've looked really good so far this year. But would it shock you, Krabs, to tell you that not only has VCU been playing a lot faster this year, but they're also shooting the three ball incredibly well.
Huh.
Which is a surprise, I think, to many. And you could make the same argument for them. They haven't played great teams. And Utah State, they lost to, but definitely helped their numbers because Utah State runs like a zone. But other than that, like Wagner and St. Peter's, the numbers aren't great. But if you look at what happened in those games, those are a lot more high scoring than you probably would have seen the last couple of years. But same holds true with Will Wade's defenses. They are fantastic when it comes to keeping you away from the rim. So teams that kind of rely on that super heavily are not going to have a great time. And they faced a couple of them this year. We talked about when they played UAB. UAB can't shoot the ball at all, and they went 4 of 25 from three. Their other two games were UNC Greensboro and North Carolina Central, who are also not great shooting teams that shot 8 for 26 and 5 for 18. So their numbers are a little inflated, I would say. But from watching those games, and some of those games, especially the UAB one, there were a lot of open looks. I think VCU is going to have plenty of those today. And I think from also watching VCU, I mean, the offense is night and day different from the past couple of years. They don't really want to play a slow, methodical game with you anymore. They want to run up and down the court with you, which is probably why it's total sitting in the 160s. Not that it doesn't make any sense, but it's kind of weird to see after the last couple of years from VCU and what they usually are as a program. I think they're going to be able to shoot with NC State. And I think they're also going to be a little anchored up on the defensive end. They haven't been as good defensively just because they're playing faster, but when you have an NC State team that's just built with a bunch of guys that want to get to the rim themselves, I feel like this is where you step up and you're a little better defensively. I think this game is going to be close. So I'm taking the plus 12.5.
Okay. Love it. I think the line is stinky as well. I think it's a hair short. And hey, VCU, they lost their head coach to Virginia. Boo, yuck. Fuck that guy. But hey, they bring in Martelli Jr., right? Phil Martelli's son, who's just been great everywhere he's gone. He played at, was it St. Joe's, I think, for his playing career, and was a really good player there. And then he has coached a couple places at a couple mid-majors. He was at Bryant for a couple years, and he had a really good Bryant team that I think he took to the tournament. He was one of the best coaches, biggest coaching names on the block the last couple of years, and he ends up at VCU that just does a great job of bringing in great coaches, and it's almost like a step stool for good coaches. They go there, and then they go somewhere else bigger damn near every time. It started with Shaka. You saw their last coach just leave for UVA. That guy probably sucks. But the new guy who's come in, Jovan Martelli, really good coach, and his bit is offensive efficiency. So you've seen them be very efficient so far this season. If they're hitting the three ball, it's a really good matchup for them against NC State. Now, am I shocked you're fading your NC State boys? A little bit, but I mean, you know that squad very well, and you know it's not a very good matchup for them against the Rams, and that's probably why this spread is down to, 11.5 now I'm seeing. Whew. Love that. You kidding me? There's no world where the Rams should only be getting 11.5 points on the road down in Raleigh in that game against this stacked NC State team and their new coach in Will Wade. So I'm in. Great call from you here. I didn't have the sack to put it on my sharp report. I'm happy that you did.
Yep.
Okay.
You got to be done.
All right. Sorry, Krabs. Virginia basketball is back. Hey, too busy worrying about my lottery pick. It's on the Hokies. Sorry, KP Legit.
Yeah, it's the one.
Undefeated.
The one sport where Krabs can actually say he's probably a little more back.
Yeah, for now. Cannot wait to see how they fuck this up. All right, W. Hey, I'm Matt. Appreciate the 25 stream streak. You're him. Let's keep moving and grooving. We'll come back to that Heat ML play from you. Got one more straight bet for you guys. Swing it around, Gootsy. How about Tulsa plus 12.5? Another sneaky good game tonight. I know there's a lot of rat shit matchups, a lot of mid-majors. And this spread is down to 11.5 as well. I wish I locked that puppy in. Damn. That's down to 11.5. Screw the CLV. That's all right. We don't need it. How about little school down there in, I believe, Oklahoma, Tulsa, 3-0 against Kansas State. Goots' favorite squad, Kansas State, his favorite coach, Jerome Tang. I'm being sarcastic. Goots loves fading those guys. And you know what? I do too. I don't think he's that good of a coach. I think this team has some NIL money. They always have some good transfers coming in. And Jovan, who is the best player on Kansas State?
That would be former Tulsa player PJ Haggerty.
Yep, he's one of these me guys that goes to a new school every year and just takes the biggest bag. Probably not a team player. Probably not a great guy in a locker room, if I had to guess. Started out at TCU, went to Tulsa, was somewhere else last year. I forget.
Memphis.
Memphis. Yes, very good at Memphis. He averages over 20 points per game. Dude's a beast. Don't get me wrong. W looking with Chu, Raid as well. Chu, good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. Now he took the bag and is at Kansas State. He's a Wildcat. And they've been really good so far this season. They're putting up points. They just put up a 99 piece against Cal. But Jovan, not much has changed this year for Jerome Tang and the Wildcats. They still don't play like a defense. And Tulsa can score a little bit here, man. Tulsa can score a little bit here. I like this Tulsa team. I like what they're made up of. And I think they could keep this game within single digits. If there's one thing about the Wildcats, it's that they have never played like a defense under Coach Tang. They've just outscored all their opponents for a couple years. And this Tulsa team, sure, their defense might not be elite either. Okay, these kids are all pretty much transfers from, smaller schools, smaller mid-majors, but they got a couple guys that can put the ball in the hoop. David Green, the senior, who looks like a 40-year-old man. He's a stud. He's averaging close to 17 points per game. He came over from Rhode Island. He was an absolute beast there, and he's playing well to start the season. They got this Miles Barnstable kid, the senior, who came over from the St. Thomas Tommies, best mascot in college basketball, was averaging 15 points per game there. He's averaging 16 points per game at Tulsa so far this season. They got some guys, man. Tyler Riley as well. I like this kid as well, the junior from Vegas. He started out at Cal Baptist, was one of their role players, and now he's shining here, averaging 15 points per game for Tulsa. I like the spot. I think the line is nasty, and I want to fade Kansas State, a team that just really doesn't play any defense. This one smells like a high-scoring, close, weird college basketball game, and I want in.
Sure. I'm always in on some gross plays, especially when it involves a revenge game for the team.
Yep. Has to be done. All right, give me the sell job on your last CBB play. Let's hear it. What are you cooking up?
Not CBB.
Sorry, NBA.
NBA.
Yep.
Yeah. Heat lost 2 in a row, including the first matchup against the Knicks that happened on Friday. Some crazy stuff happened in that game. That game was absolutely bonkers for a ton of reasons. And the Heat games are always going to be high scoring because they play at the highest pace in the NBA right now. And God knows Eric Spoelstra is cooking absolute heat, but he wasn't the last couple games. In that game on Friday, which included also, which I think is pretty important for this game, OG Anunoby got hurt towards the beginning of that game. And defensively, I think that's a huge deal for somebody in particular that we'll talk about in a couple minutes. But you know who had 36 points in that game, which has probably got to be a career high for him?
On the Heat?
On the Knicks. In the game they beat the Heat.
On the Knicks? Who?
Landry Shamet.
Okay.
Had 36 points, 6 for 12 from 3. So not only was he, out of his fucking mind. Cat had 30 in the first half. Josh Hart had a triple-double. Jordan Clarkson also put up 24 points off the bench. He might be starting tonight, and he's been incredibly efficient, but that was his spike game. He's probably going to be relied upon a bunch today. But I think all in all, whatever the Knicks do on offense, first of all, you're not going to get 36 from Landry Shamet again. You're going to need other role players to fill it, probably Clarkson, which if he wants to be somewhat efficient 2 games in a row on high volume, I will tip my cap because that doesn't happen in 2026 or 2025 and hasn't for the last couple of years. I think defensively, like Spo is going to have his way with no OG Anunoby. And he left pretty early in the game. So, like, technically they had almost a full game to do it themselves in that one, but now you get to prepare for it after already having a loss where they pretty much said after the first half for Cat, anybody else, because he had like 30 in the first half, anybody else beat us. And guess what? Landry Shamet and Jordan Clarkson, they did exactly that. He's probably going to do that again. Are Landry Shamet and Jordan Clarkson going to combine for 60? No. And I will tip my cap if that happens again. I think the Heat won the rematch. Lost 2 in a row. I don't think they're winning 3 or losing 3, especially because, this is a big get-back game for them, and Spo loves their get-back games.
Yeah. Is Spo homeless right now? What's going on with Mr. Spo? Is he okay?
I don't know. I don't know where he's staying, but
I mean, I'm sure they got him set up nice.
yeah,
but,
I'm
you know,
sure.
you know
I'm
what
sure
getting
he's
at.
taken
That
care
whole
of. But he sounds like so. I feel bad for the guy, not just for the fact that his house burned down, but like in every
tough
like
couple years
interview,
for
he
him.
always talks. He always talks about it, and I was like, man, I really wish I could go home. I was like, dude, it's fucking sad.
Yeah, it sucks. And he's had a tough
Yeah,
couple years. The divorce, you got a burned down house. Who knows who did it? Could be
I
the old
mean,
wife. Could be.
I'll
Um,
say it. The second he wins the divorce and wins all of his or gets all of his stuff, he came out with everything in the divorce. His house burns down right after.
Hmm.
Is that weird?
Very weird. Also interesting timing with the whole Terry Rozier scandal and the betting
That too.
scandal, and
Which I'm
maybe
sure
he was
I've seen
involved in
some
that. Not saying he
conspiracy
was,
theorists.
but
I've
yeah,
seen some conspiracy theories around that he might have known something that could blow up the whole thing for the NBA.
who
I'm not
knows?
a conspiracy theorist guy, but something about that just
Yeah,
feels so incredibly off to me.
we're just speculating here. We don't know,
Yeah, we
right?
don't know
We don't
shit,
know. We're
but
just
somebody
weird
might.
timing. Weird timing. Hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, look, the guy's a bazillionaire, so I don't feel too bad for him. But obviously, it sucks.
Yeah,
It goes to show you how damn good of a coach he is. If he can get this team that, I mean, we can be real here. This roster is, nothing to write home about to Ma or Pa, and they're still over
no.
500. So
Right
goes
now
to show you,
they're without.
best
They've
coach.
been without Tyler Hero all season, and
Yeah.
Bam has been out for 2 weeks now. The fact that he made a complete flip. They're one of the slowest teams in the league for years, and he said, "Fuck it, we're
Yep.
making shit change." Now they're the legit Hawks.
Yep. Dude is just an unbelievable coach. He could literally coach a middle school team to win a couple games in the NBA. They could certainly beat the Wizards if he was at the helm. So, yeah, Dead Larry Bird, I like those plays as well. We'll talk about the Lemoyne Dolphins and Drake as well. But Tulsa, sign me up. It's already on my Sharp report. W plays. Okay. Jovan, W straight bets. Okay. Randib, good to see you, my man. Hope you had a great weekend. Ready to lock in and kill it this week. Last week in the Krabby studio up here.
Yeah,
Gonna have to start shipping some of this stuff down this weekend.
sure.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep grooving. Written by Zach, 30 stream streak. Written by Zach, resub. Forget if I already gassed you up already, but we appreciate you. W resub. And Omeezy. I think we're getting Franklin, but I'm just trying to stay level headed about it for now because I just cannot afford to get my heart broken again by that school. So trying to not think about it, to be honest with you. Trying to not think about it and just let it happen. Okay. Shout out Josiah Gray from Lemoyne. Yeah. Shout out Josiah Gray. He's going to be back in the rotation this year. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Hashtag Natitude. Love that shout out. Let's go ahead and get to some of my squares here. How about dual wheel Dak Prescott?
Nah.
Dual wheel Dak. Yep.
Nah.
Dual wheel Dak less than. I told Jovan, I was like, I might take a more than today. Thinking about taking maybe Brock Bowers and a losing game script. Jovan's like, oh, yeah, that should go well. And I'm thinking to myself, every time I take a more than, shit just doesn't hit, man. Shit just doesn't hit 9 times out of 10. And it's because I'm the anti-more than guy. I'm the anti-over guy. And I feel like it's the gambling gods upstairs, making fun of me, saying, hey, you talk all this talk, you can't be going against your word. So I got some dual wheel Daks here. A couple plays that I absolutely love. I mean, the pick square, you guys knew that was going to be on the card. Give me a break. Less than a pick after he's thrown 3 in the last 2 games combined. Luckily, he's thrown it against a defense in the Raiders that got a bunch of cornerbacks and safeties with nubs for hands. So I don't think he's going to be throwing a pick in this game in a winning game script as well. And like Jovan was saying, the Raiders' rush defense is atrocious. And I think there's a reason why Javonte Williams is set at 17 and a half rush attempts. I think you see them feed him the rock a lot for the first time in a while. And then Dak Prescott rushing yards. Look, Dak tends to run a lot when he's facing a really good D-line. This D-line on the Raiders, man, bless their hearts. Sure, they have Max Crosby. He's an absolute beast, although the stats haven't been great for Max Crosby so far this season. I don't take that guy lightly. He's an absolute beast. He's probably going to get his. I honestly like his more than 0.25 sacks on Prize Picks today, but I'm not seeing any of these other guys, Jovan, coming through on this D-line for the Raiders. You're telling me Adam Butler. You're telling me Jonah Lalu. You're telling me Malcolm Consi. You're telling me one of these linebackers. I mean, they have Jamin Davis on their roster, on their active roster, a linebacker. He is maybe the worst football player I've ever seen on the defensive side of the ball. They got 30-year-old Jamal Williams playing linebacker. They got your guy Devin White, who's a shell of himself right now, playing linebacker. Who is coming through and breaking through that Cowboys O-line and putting Dak in motion? Nobody. This Cowboys O-line, that is their bread and butter. That's probably the best aspect of this team. Well, probably besides, their dynamic duo receiver with CeeDee Lamb and obviously, George Pickens. That's probably the best part of their team. But their O-line is no slouch, man. Their O-line is always good. They, if there's one thing positive to say about Jerry, he always invests in his O-line. He gives his teams a chance. And I'm not seeing, Dak heavily pressured really at all in this game. I think he's going to have plenty of time in the pocket after a couple weeks in a row, Jovan, where Dak was on the move a lot. He was, getting 40 yards a game on the ground the last couple weeks. I'm not seeing it today. I think there's a reason why it's set at single digits for tonight. It's on the pop tab. It's not on the pop tab because people are taking the less than. I'll tell you that much. So in a game where he's going to have a big old pocket, plenty of time to throw, I don't think Dak's getting very mobile. And there's also a pretty good chance he's taking some knees in this game as well and losing, 2, 4, 6 yards at the end of the game too. So we have that back pocket. I'm not banking on it, but I'm not seeing him getting 10 yards. I'm not.
I can be sharp at you, Krabs.
Okay.
So sharp.
It's Desmonix is saying the payouts. Oh, you're talking about the new features on prospects. Okay. I thought you were talking about the dual wheel DAX squares here. No, you should be good. If we take a 10X 4-man involving all of our 4 Sharp Report squares today, it should not affect the odds. And I'll confirm that here in a second when I lock it in. I want to hear Jovan's sell jobs on his 2 squares here. What do you got?
Sure. Wanted to take somebody on VCU, and there's probably a couple options between 2 of them there. You could take Jadrian or Nick, the freshman guard, but well, Jadrian Tracy, he's probably going to have the ball in his hands a little more, or not a little more, a lot more, because he gets the ball more on ball. And he's also their most consistent, I would say, volume-wise so far this season. 3-point option, so I want a guy that's not only going to be very aggressive against that defense with his team, but he's also very willing to pull up from 3, or when he's off the ball, he pulls. I mean, frankly, like he's had, 18 3-point attempts so far, and I tried to put eyes on whichever ones I could find. He jacked up some ridiculous shots. He's very willing to shoot, and he's going to have a bunch of looks tonight, so figured I'd go with Tracy. I think he's getting 12, and there's probably going to be points in that game too, so I like Jadrian. And then Andrew Wiggins, who he was getting a lot of looks post in or OG Anunoby getting hurt in that game. I'm looking up his exact numbers. I didn't have them pulled up. But he went 6 for 18 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3. So he wasn't incredibly efficient, but the volume was there because the matchup was there. The Knicks are probably going to have to go a little bit smaller, which doesn't just include, I guess, size, but that also compromises their defense because OG Anunoby is a fantastic defender. And last, I guess, game, they also learned, like, Mitchell Robinson was huge for them because he had a bunch of rebounds, but anytime he was in the game, they were just putting him in pick and roll or outrunning him to the point where he wasn't really a huge out on the court, and he also got into a bunch of foul trouble. So I think if Andrew Wiggins is going to be as involved as he was in that game, which I think he could be even more involved, I think he's going to have a much better shooting night. And I don't think he'll have to do nearly as much of it from the 3-point line either. He had 6 attempted threes. I think he'll be able to get to the rim more, have like more than 12, I guess, attempts at the rim, because they're probably going to shell out like they did towards the second half of that game to not let Norm beat them because he went absolutely nuts. So I think it's a Wiggins night.
Okay. Taking your guy Wiggins, pairing up there with your Heat ML play. I love it. I just locked in the Sharp Report 4-man. I could get down with that Tracy square as well. Let's hope he bangs a couple threes against that ratchet defense, the perimeter defense for the Wolfpack. I'm in. Let me drop the link to the Sharp Report 4-man as well before I forget for the people in the back. I got you covered. Boom. There it is in the Twitch. I'm sure Gootsy right now is putting that puppy in the YouTube for you guys as well. Thank you, Goots. You're goated. Krabs needed a freshly brewed cup of gasoline. Had to dip. Yeah, I had to grab a coffee real quick. The 2-day hangovers, once you get this age, Goots, when you're my age, you'll understand the 2-day hangovers really come into play, once you get my age. So, yeah, need an extra coffee here and excited to finish the show strong. Okay. Goots, you get hungover at all yet, or?
No, I don't. No, I pace myself. Make sure I feel like $1 million in the morning.
Well, I certainly did not do that this week. That's for sure.
Maybe you can learn a thing or two from me, Krabs.
I need to learn a thing or two, Goots. I do. God, you're telling me you didn't have one too many margaritas at the Ravens bar? You're telling me your endorphins were not through the roof and you might have snuck in an extra margarita?
No, I was good.
Come on.
I was good.
All right. Yep. Wait until you're 40 crabs. It sucks. They become 3-day hangovers. I bet. Goots, couple years, man. You'll start getting them. Okay. Cubbies WC resubbing for 31 months as well. W Cubbies WC. Appreciate you, Beast. You're him. Let's go, dudes. Let's go. All right. The link has been dropped for the Sharp Report 4-man. I can certainly get down with that Wigan square. And I'm going to lock in a couple dual-wheeled 2 pieces as well. I like to take the Sharp Report 4-man, which, by the way, today is a 10.5x. How about them apples? Probably because I'm a freak and took 2 DAX squares. They're giving us a little bonus there. That should go well. I like to take, $100 on the Sharp Report 4-man, and then I split it up and I take one of my squares from it, one of Jovan's squares from it, and a 2-piece, and then obviously do the same with the other 2 squares and do a couple 2 pieces as well. So, yeah. I'm locking those in right now as we speak. Pip, good to see you in the red tube. Let's have a day, my man. Pip, stay hot. Stay hot. Jesus, 40 stream streak. Stay hot as well. You're good. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. We do have good news here, Juice Can. Although, unfortunately, Trent will not be hosting streams this week. Shocker. We do have Rav stepping up to the plate. Let's go, Rav. Attaboy. Rav's going to host a surge stream today. Rav, we appreciate you, Beast. Excited to see what you craft up later today. Make sure you guys bring Rav some winners for today. W Rav. Drop those puppies in the chat. Rav takeover. Yep. Rav takeover. Now, Trent does have a little bit of excuse here. Okay. He is going to be, I think I'm allowed to share this. He's going to Vegas for the celebrity poker tourney. He's in that puppy once again. Let's see if Trent can pull through and maybe win this puppy. I mean, at some point, he's got to win.
4-day vacation to not even make it to the featured table.
I think he's made the most appearances on this as a celebrity, and he still has yet to win yet.
Yeah, it's actually impressive, Goots, if you think about it.
But, Chad, you might be seeing on the stream they do, you might be seeing more Trent this week. Just a little inside info there.
Wow. Goots, what does that mean, Goots?
He'll be on screen a good bit.
He might be at that. Is he going to be at that big table that they show the whole time?
Just maybe.
Yeah, he might. Wow. He might.
Hopefully, he doesn't get out in 10 minutes.
Well, yeah.
He's going to play 2 hands.
Trent getting the call to the big leagues. Sure. Yeah, is he going to go down to Mima two streams in a row? That would be a tough look. You can't lose to Mima two tourneys in a row. Okay. People forget he played next to Austin Eckler and also cost Austin Eckler probably his career earlier this year when he took him and then his Achilles exploded. People forget that. I don't. Okay. Anyways, I cannot wait to watch Trent in that poker tourney. I'll be honest. I would sacrifice a whole week of Surge streams just to watch Trent in that tourney. I think it's absolutely electric. So Wednesday night, Goots, I believe is when it's at, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Excited to watch that puppy. Okay. Wednesday nights.
You better be locked because he's going on a flight Monday afternoon to get there for Wednesday night.
Sure. Well, I'm sure he'll find something else to do in the meantime until Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sure. He's in Vegas. I'm sure there's other happenings. But you better be locked.
Anybody in chat going to Vegas anytime soon? Anybody going? Anybody got any good recs? I know our guy Mahoney is probably lurking in the chat. Mahoney, I'll see you in a couple weeks. I'm going out there for the Zach Brown Band concert at the Sphere. I'm actually really excited for that. Yeah, that might be another crab ravcation.
Country crabs.
I'll say it.
Country crab.
Good join.
I might have to.
Yeah, that's right up Goots' alley, man.
Sure is.
That's out of the Goots playbook.
Mahoney, I'll text you, brother. I'll text you, my man. Yeah, I'm excited to go to the Sphere because it looks absolutely sick. And I've heard really good things. So, yeah, I'm not a big country guy, but I do like me some Zach Brown Band. I certainly do, and I'm excited for that concert in a couple weeks, actually. All right, let's move. Let's groove. March Madness, also the best time, to go to Vegas. I hope we're going back there again for March Madness. Okay. I went for the U2 debut, was fire. Yeah, man, that shit looks sick. I'm excited. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Pip, got to get out there for March Madness. Why don't we take a peep at the splits for this Monday Night Football game? That's what's most important here. W Pikkit, W splits. A lot of ML bets in the Cowboys. No, it's probably mainly in parlays. That a lot of people are laying the minus 200.
Kind of shocked there's that many Raiders bets on the spread.
Yeah, on the spread. Sure. I will say for Raiders bettors, at least the money percentage is bigger than the bet percentage. You got that going for you. But, I mean, yeah, definitely a public dog. I would consider the Raiders. Okay? I don't know why I'm talking like
honestly, I was fully expecting, I mean, even the spread to look like the money line does because the fucking Cowboys in primetime. That's honestly pretty surprising to me.
No, I would certainly consider the Raiders a public dog. This tells me Raiders either win outright, and this Cowboys bet looks like the worst bet of all time, or Cowboys take care of biz, and they win by 10+. Probably nowhere in between. Probably no Raiders cover, right?
No.
Does Gino throw another pick tonight? I plead the fifth. I'm not getting involved in that. Krabs, how'd you shoot on the golf trip? Dude, I did well. I won 3 out of my 4 matchups. There was even this one hole or this one matchup. I think it was the first day playing 2v2 Shamble. Shamble is like a scramble, but Shamble is you got a buddy on your team, and then you're playing against 2 other guys in the other cart in your foursome, and you both hit a tee shot. Both guys on your team hit a tee shot. Whoever hits the best tee shot, you play the rest of the hole out from there yourself. So, you pretty much share the best drive, and then you play out the rest of the hole yourself from there, and you take the best score on that hole. We were on like 16, and one of my buddies who was in the group with me in the foursome, he was not on my team, he was on the other team. He had a couple beers, and we were on like 16 or 17, I think, and I hit a putt on the green, and before it even stopped by the hole, he just like hit the ball, pretty much was like, it's good, thinking that they already won the hole and that they're about to take the leads and come back and go 1-up in this matchup. And I'm like, all right, whatever. He's probably right. I'm crunching the numbers in the cart on the way to the next hole, and I'm like, wait a minute. If I made that putt, we tie that hole and we still stay up winning. And I'm like, yo, like you fucked this up. You had like one too many Michelobs, and you're over here hitting putts off the green before they even stop moving. You owe me a putt. And we're like, all right, how do we fix this? Whatever. Go back to the hole, make the rest of the group stop. I put the ball 7 or 8 feet out from where it was, at least where it, kind of rolled where my buddy hit it. Put the putt down. Everybody's watching. I drill the putt. Everybody goes nuts. And we end up winning that matchup. It was like some shit you would see in a movie. It was actually really cool. That's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. So, yeah, clutch putt. You don't see putts like that from 7 or 8 feet going in very often. Okay, I would have thought that'd be a 3 putt, to be honest with you. But had some ice in my veins on this trip, I'll be honest.
Ice in fucking veins.
Had some ice in my veins. How about them apples, Gucci? Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, man. Clutched up. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Enough yapping about this golf trip. Let's talk a little bit about, I want to see the splits for the total real quick, Goots, if you can scroll down a hair. Oh, this over's about to smack, dude.
Yeah.
This over's about to smack. Right?
The only thing it might smack because the Cowboys. I don't want to fade the defense, dude, for obvious narrative reasons.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's fair. They get a couple guys back.
Well, not
maybe they look a little better, right? Even mentally, they're going out there thinking they have
fired up to play for Neyland.
Good point. Yeah, this is just a Cowboys mandatory bet, I feel like. Yeah. Even just for that. Right? What's the handicap looking like? I mean, it's not good if it's Warrior. It's probably somewhere around like a 20. Or the high teens. It's not good. But I played well. All right, let's move. Let's groove. I want to check out some splits in college basketball. Can we talk some college basketball, please?
Some big games today. Some sneaky games, I guess.
There are. It's a loaded slate. A lot of people are more excited for tomorrow's slate. I don't get it. I don't see it. I like today's slate better. Let's look at some of these games. I almost wanted to take Bucknell against Pitt. How about Bucknell only getting 16.5 points against Pitt?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little weird?
A little bit, but I mean, Pitt just got housed in the backyard brawl. It's like, I don't know if want to fade them off of that. It's been a rough weekend for the whole athletic department out there. A rough week, I guess, at Pitt.
Yeah.
See, their women's team lost like a D3 team a couple days ago. Yeah.
Brother.
Literal office. Then they got
That's embarrassing.
Mucked by Notre Dame with game day. Got destroyed in the backyard brawl for the second time this year in a sport.
Thanks,
really
Raf.
rough week for Raf.
Brutal. Trot's Picks wants a comment here, Jovan, on the Jarris Walker 3 square. I guess he's 0 for 14 in his last 3 games.
Yeah.
You really getting involved in that, or
I'm gonna sneak that for sure. That square is just it's not like it's a new square. It's up like every day. So it kind of takes the shine out of it a little bit. But yeah, of course, I'm taking it.
All right. Cool. All right, let's move. Let's groove. We'll look at some splits in some of these other games. Okay. Looks like Dak Prescott rushing yards got bumped up to 10.5. Go ahead and chalk it. Move on from that puppy. Drake in College of Charleston. Is that not too many points to give the Drake Bulldogs here?
Yeah, which is probably why. It's probably the most I've seen on anything on CBB on the feed. Yeah, it's a lot of Drake.
Okay.
I don't disagree, but it's scaring me a little bit. I also just don't know. Drake feels like one of those teams that we're still holding on to from the last couple of years, and they're just not all that good.
Yeah. I mean, they were good when the fucking coach, Ben McCollum, came in last year and, brought the Bennett Starts kid, and they were good last year. But, I mean, he's gone. All the best players are gone.
This team is not good.
No. This team is not good. That's a good way to put it. Yep. This kid on Charleston is really good. Joel McCott. I don't know if you've seen this kid, the 7-footer. Averaging 13 points per game. He's like just an absolute mismatch nightmare. I don't think anybody on the Drake team can match up with this Troll kid. He's an absolute behemoth. Have you seen this kid, dude? Have you seen the highlights on the feed? He's unbelievable.
I haven't put eyes on him, Krabs. I have not.
Dude, if you type in Joel McCott, there's some highlight clips out there on the feed of this kid. And he is unbelievable. A 7-footer moving like a guard.
Their only hope is they have one of the Federico variants. Who I don't even think he's as tall as the other Federicos.
Yeah.
But
who Drake has him?
Yeah.
I bet. They do have a Federico. Golly. He's only 6'9", though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not nearly as big. So, I mean, he's going to have fucking issues if that guy is Wemby.
Yep. Huh. Yeah, Charleston plays 2 centers. They got Christian Reeves and this Troll McCott kids. That's going to be a tough matchup for Drake. It looks like Drake is a pretty public dog as well. I think it's a lot of points, but you know how my brain works. If it's a lot of points, probably for a reason. Maybe it is Charleston here. I'm not going to bet this game, but Jovan, you're making me want to tell me about Drake being a very popular play on the feet.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Drake, seen a lot of Drakes outright, and that line keeps ticking up towards Charleston. Doesn't mean the world, but it's a tough one to look at.
It's weird seeing the spread moving up with all the bets on Drake. That's for sure. Weird.
Yeah.
Weird. What's up, Plenty Dyer? Appreciate your support in the YouTube. You're good. How about a Rav 4-unit play in the game tonight? Are you hip? Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
A 4-unit Geyserman. Okay.
We were discussing that on 2K last night. We were hoping.
Yeah. Let's go, Rav. Yeah, I mean, you won't hear any qualms here from me. You won't hear any qualms. A 4-unit whale. A mini Meg, some might call it here from Ravington. All-time spot, 7 straight primetime unders. That's crazy. Cowboys offense shut down by the Cardinals at home last time we saw them. Also on primetime. Raiders just thwarted. That's a good word, Rav. The Broncos offense on primetime. That has to be a ChatGPT word. On the road last week. Added the motivational angle for the Dallas first game since the death of their own teammate and off a bye. Cowboys belt to ass. Team nowhere close to their level tonight. You want to get nice? You tell the team total. Simple as that. Okay, Rav.
Yeah, where's the Cowboy Dane Dunning graphic for that one?
Okay, Rav. Sure. I'm about to put a unit on that puppy myself just to get involved. Huh. All right, Rav. He's saying, you know what? I like points. I like the Cowboys. Cut the shit. Give me the team total. I like it. Rav standing on business. All right. Let's keep moving and grooving here. I want to check the splits for one or two more games, and then we're going to do the squad ride. Okay, stay posted. There's got to be one or two solid games on the slate here. No Mount St. Mary's game today, unfortunately. Wish there was.
There's a pretty interesting one out in Colorado, Krabs.
Huh.
That may tickle your Jimmy a little bit.
Alabama State opening up lower than 20-point dogs.
Well, yes, but then moving to 22.5 after they just beat UAB outright as just about 20-point dogs. Which UAB stinks. But that's probably that interstate rivalry win is one of Alabama State's biggest wins in program history. Now they're going play the Buffs.
So you want to lay with the Buffs, huh?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Okay. Yeah, I even saw somebody in the chat talking about Alabama State earlier, the Hornets.
Yeah.
Huh. Did we get a State of the Union on the commies, Krabs? Oh, and they're not flexing them off of Broncos. They're not flexing them? That's stupid. That sucks for us.
Probably. I guess they probably would have done it already. They could still do it.
I mean,
the issue with
85.
The Sunday night games or that weekend is they don't have as many options because of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's a good point. Commies, man. Yep. They suck, LMNG. Can't make it up. We finally get some primetime games and some love. And the team just falls apart. Unbelievable. All right. Yeah, I could certainly be convinced here to take Colorado. Jovan, I got one more game for you here before we do the squad ride. Goots, get that poll ready. I want to take a peep at the Rice and Tennessee splits. Rice was looking at me kind of funny, getting 26.5 points against the Volunteers at home. Thought we'd see a spread in the 30s for this puppy, but maybe the books are thinking this is going to be a defensive masterclass. I don't know. After looking at these splits, though, it's not making me want to take Rice on the spread. They're almost 50-50 on the public. Interesting.
Yeah. Rice really can't shoot all that well, other than they had a crazy, I don't know what it ended at, but they shot pretty well when they went into Oregon and almost won and covered pretty comfortably to start the year, but they're not a team that can shoot. It's like, I wouldn't be surprised if they put up an offensive stinker and this game's like super gross and slow.
All right. Yeah. Maybe it's just an under. Okay.
Could be.
Any other plays, games we want to talk about before we get to the squad ride here, Jovan?
You do have unbeaten versus unbeaten game of the night out there in California, UCSB and LMU. That game should be one of the better ones of the night. I'll say. Kind of like LMU in that one. Don't know if I'll get there, though. But that's probably, the most competitive, best game on the slate.
That is a damn good game. All right. Yeah, I'd probably roll with Loyola Marymount there on the road, getting 3.5. All right. Goots, if you're around, if you're local, my man, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. All right, Jovan, let's set the tone for this week, my man. Let's craft up a squad ride W here for the peeps. I think it starts with the Cowboys, minus 3.5.
Sure.
I really do. I also love that Tulsa play.
Wow. The Golden Hurricane, I'm in.
Love it. Everybody's going to be back in PJ Haggerty playing against his old team. I'll take the old team against the old player. Now, what plays from you are you in love with? Because I love all three of them, so I got no qualms.
Definitely love VCU and the Heat, probably the most.
W's. Fuck the NBA. Let's go 4 plays, 4 winners. 4 plays, 4 winners, 5 minutes. Now, VCU and Tulsa are down to 11.5. So I made those changes real quick. Let's go 4 plays, 4 winners. Good to see those lines moving down. Good sign. Snacks, unfortunately, yes, that is why we do these polls on X. So do me a favor, guys. Make your way over to X. We've got the link in the Twitch stream. We'll drop it in the YouTube as well. Make your way over there and lock in your vote. It takes 1 second. You got a couple minutes here. It's also pinned in the Twitch chat. WLMNG 40 stream streak. You're goated. We appreciate you. Also, all day LA 34 getting involved with a resub a couple minutes ago. You are goated, my man. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. So Raiders are just dead in the water, eh? I mean, I think they are, man. I think this game just means more for the Cowboys. And I hate the Cowboys. I think tonight they dominate, to be honest with you. I do. Am I one of 3 to vote for Tulsa? Probably Godsent. It's probably not many people, but I appreciate the support there. Okay, CD scoring. I don't know if I'd take him to score, but I certainly like his yards. I think he breaks a big one. He probably does score, though. I think he breaks a big one in this game. You think Ferguson scores after 2 weeks staying out of the end zone? He's typically Dak's red zone target. Could be a good time to take him.
Combo tutties. Those have been, even in fucking shit games, those have been printing those squares.
Yep. What if I told you Trent and my dad, even worse fake odds, are both going to the game and on the Cowboys? Wow, I just put that together. Yes, the game is out there at Allegiant Stadium tonight. That's fire you guys are going. Okay. Fruity, I would tell you that scares me a hair, but hold firm. Hold the line. I still think they take care of business. Take the -3.5. Lay it. I like it. Okay. Need 14 points from Ferg. Bad. I think you're going to get it, Dal Juju. I do. I think you're going to get it. I think they route them, to be honest with you. Tucker or Lockett. I mean, Lockett might have something going on here with Gino. I'm not going to be fading Lockett, but I'd rather take Trey Tucker. I'd rather just take the Tucker and Ferguson combo touchdown square. Tucker hasn't scored in over a month, and Ferg has not scored the last 2 weeks. So that's what I'd rather take, personally. And yeah, Lemoyne, the Dolphins. Are we taking them today? They are favorites against Niagara. I could get down with the Dolphins here. They flip from +1.5 to -1.5. Looks pretty sharp to me. That's just an absolute gem of a game in the neck. I'm going to have to watch that one. I'm going to have to purchase neck front row. Watch that game. Yep.
Nah.
I might have to sign up for another
subscription. I'm shocked you don't have that already.
Well, if the mat wasn't still in the neck like they used to be back in my day, before Goots was born, I would have it. But now they're in the Mac, and all their games are just on ESPN+. So could certainly get down with Lemoyne, the dead Larry Bird. Could certainly get down with that. Okay? Get your votes in, get your votes in, get your votes in, get your votes in. Come on now. Cowboys, ... all-time public team. I mean, the public wins 40% of the time, Jeff. Let's hope that's tonight.
I mean, the Cowboys
are public every time they play. So
Cowboys have a whopping lead right now. Whopping.
Wow.
Not shocked.
Okay.
It's the biggest game in there.
Wow. All right. Let's hope they close, Goots. I think that's a winner. Okay. Watch out for LIU in the neck. All right, Estamica. LIU. Sure. Big Cheesy said he got destroyed on the don't pass line last night at the craps table. No way you were fading the table, Big Cheesy. Respect. Usually that works. I'm surprised it didn't last night. Yeah. That's why I don't play craps that much, because people just get so fucking pissed. They act like you're taking money from their pockets. Kind of are. But, hey, it's fair play, in my opinion.
Just watching craps play roulette is so much more interesting.
Yeah. Just fade the board, man. Fade the board. Yeah, it's been a while since I played roulette, man. When I go out there for the Zach Brown Band concert, I'll get some rips in.
Yeah, I'll get some rips as you should.
Yep. I hope we're going out there again for March Madness, too. One of my favorite trips of the year.
Don't know if we are.
Okay. All right. Goots, is it official yet? Okay. Yep. looking like it's going to be the Cowboys. We will confirm here in a second, chat, but big day today. Okay, big day today. We got Rav hosting the Surge stream. Stepping up, Rav. You're him. We appreciate you, Beast. Cannot wait to hear what the people are on today and see how you craft up a winner. Okay, on Prize Picks and on the books. Cannot wait to see how you do it, Rav. Okay? Respectfully fading. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're respectfully fading, Double A Bird, and you're not talking shit. I tell my buddies, if you fade the table, if you fade other people, that's fine. You just can't celebrate. I remember Goots and us dealing with that last time we were in Vegas. I was like, Goots, shh. If you do it, you got to walk away silently.
Yeah, we didn't even do it silently. You were like, because I was like, oh my God, I just won. You're like, run away, go. Come on, come here.
Go. Yeah, those people get tight when you fade them, man. Do you blame them? Probably
No,
not.
officially the Cowboys, though.
We're going to stop. Work. All right, Cowboys -3.5 on the squad ride today. Love this play. W's, Generico. At least we're getting a poker tourney out of Trent on Wednesday, so that'll be very entertaining to watch. Yeah, Fruity, you can more than chirp. You're more than allowed to chirp guys fading you at the table. 100%. That is fair game. I've been chirped before. I'll be chirped again. That is more than fair. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Appreciate you guys. We're going to leave you with Ravington here on the Surge stream. Do me a favor, guys. Stick around on the YouTube and the Twitch and give Rav a sell job he simply cannot refuse to tail. We'll catch you guys.